Tim Mullins. He is going to be talking about where leaders are made. A leader in Toastmasters for a number of years, and a number of years in different positions within Toastmasters. President of a Toastmasters club 4 times, area governor once, district secretary once, district club website consultant, and district webmaster twice each. I believe you're district webmaster currently, correct? But he didn't start out as a leader. He was made a leader. Here to explain exactly what he thinks that means with a speech entitled, Where Leaders Are Made, please help me welcome distinguished Toastmaster Tim Mullins.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. A saying that I just read and found on the internet recently, and one that I believe is my new favorite saying, is, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky. When I have a question for you, for each and every one of you. Why did you join Toastmasters? Did you join because you wanted to become a better public speaker? Raise your hand if you did. Put them down. Did you join because you wanted to become a better listener? Did you join because you figured it was going to be a fun social activity? I believe we probably hit on just about everybody in this club with those 3 questions. The question that follows on is, who joined Toastmasters to become a better leader? None of us. Why? Because we didn't even think that Toastmasters was about leadership. It was all about public speaking and that sort of thing. I joined Toastmasters in April of 2002. I'm coming up on my anniversary. And about a month later, I went on vacation. When I came back from vacation, the club announced to me that they had elected me to be the Sergeant at Arms of the club. So I learned 2 lessons from that. Lesson number 1, do not ever go on vacation in May. And lesson number 2, that there is a possibility of this thing called leadership. Now, I became the Sergeant at Arms, and this was for Club 1075, Point and Good Toastmasters, that year. I had been in Toastmasters about a month when I became the Sergeant at Arms. I was a Sergeant at Arms that year. My 2nd year in Toastmasters, they elected me to be the president of the club. The 3rd year that I was in Toastmasters, I became the area governor for area, at that time, B2. And all of these positions that I did helped me to better realize that Toastmasters is not just about public speaking. I joined initially because I read a flyer that said, learn how to listen. And we heard about listening tonight. And I thought, how do you learn how to listen? And it piqued my interest. And so I went to the club to find out what that was all about. And I went to several meetings before I actually joined. And then I joined because I realized that this is a place where I can learn how to listen. But I didn't join to become a leader. That was just a progression. The thing about Toastmasters that I really want to emphasize, and I'm just talking about club level now. I'm not going to talk about area, division, district, etc., etc. At the club level, there are so many opportunities for us to learn how to be better leaders. And one of those golden opportunities is for us to become officers of this club. And so now I'm seeing everybody going, not me! Understand this, being an officer in a Toastmaster club is not a burden, in my opinion. It is a blessing. And why is it a blessing? Because it gives you an opportunity to learn how to be a better leader and people don't die. I'm serious. How many of us have the opportunity to be leaders on our job and consequences can be dire? Huh? It can happen. But in Toastmasters, you can be the president of the club. And the president of the club, and our president for this term, who loves being president, by the way, said no the first 2 times we asked him. And then we twisted his arm, and now he realizes it was a great opportunity to learn and to learn how to be a better leader. So the president sets the tone for the club. The vice president of education is the person who helps us reach our educational goals. Vice president of membership is that person who concerns themselves with the process of turning guests into members. Vice president of public relations is that person who concerns themselves with publicizing our club, getting the word out there, letting the world know about Toastmasters and about our club. The secretary, that's the person who takes care of the records. The treasurer, that's Judas. That's the person who takes care of the money. And then the sergeant-at-arms, the person who takes care of setting up the room, making sure that we have all the supplies we need. So these are not back-breaking jobs. They're not something that you necessarily want to run away from. Seriously, folks, this is something that we can do. Now, remember what I asked you, or what I stated at the very beginning? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. We are in election season. May is just around the corner. So 2 things, folks. Don't take vacation. But if somebody comes up to you and says, would you consider being a leader in our club? Take the shot. Take the shot. Madam Toastmaster.